Ever tried keeping track of 8 people in a crowded hotel lobby? You spend half your vacation trying to get everyone into the same elevator. Take a look at this view of Colombo. It is a beautiful but incredibly dense city where space comes at a premium. When you travel here with a large group or extended family, you face a rigid choice. You either burn through your budget booking 4 separate hotel rooms, or you squeeze everyone onto a relative's couch for a week. Hotels make this calculation even harder. Try bringing a family dog or asking to sleep 3 kids in one room. You are immediately hit with strict capacity rules and hidden fees. If your main goal is to simply be near your family and keep costs down, the traditional hospitality model actively works against you. You end up paying for a resort experience you don't actually need. That brings us to an alternative, Prince Cottage in Kesbewa. It's an 8,600 square foot private property with 3 bedrooms, positioned entirely outside the hotel system. Looking at this map, you can see its exact context. It sits in the suburbs of Kesbewa, connecting directly to the Kahatudua Highway interchange to bypass the congestion of central Colombo. Starting at just 8,000 rupees a night for the whole property, it forces a decision. Do you need hotel pampering, or do you need a private base camp? Prince Cottage gives you complete autonomy over your space. But to get that independence, you have to entirely leave the hospitality service bubble behind. Deciding if this property works for your trip comes down to one calculation. How much privacy do you want, and are you willing to do a few chores to get it? Let's weigh the first major trade-off you make here: transit optimization versus tourist accessibility. The cottage is located exactly 5.7 kilometers from the Kahatudua Highway interchange. That highway proximity means you can skip local traffic and get straight to Bandaranaike International Airport in under an hour. When you have an early flight and a lot of luggage, that time saved is a massive advantage. But here is the flip side. If you want to visit central Colombo's landmarks, you must navigate this. Dense, slow-moving urban traffic stands between you and the city center. You are completely detached from the beaches and major tourist hotspots. To go sightseeing, you have to coordinate your own vehicle or rely on local tuk-tuks. The immediate environment around the cottage gives you a quiet, green private garden, but there is zero on-site entertainment. No on-site restaurants, no local bars, no organized activities. The location dictates your itinerary. It operates perfectly as a quiet base camp for regional travel, but it is a terrible choice if you want to step out your front door and walk to the beach. This brings us to the reality of self-catering. Let's map out what you gain and what you owe on this effort versus benefit chart. First, you get exclusive access to an unshared cottage. Up to 8 people get absolute privacy without sharing walls. The cost of privacy? You are solely responsible for keeping your group entertained.
No pool, no lobby bar, and strict rules against loud parties. Next, a fully equipped kitchenette yields huge financial savings because you aren't paying restaurant markups for 3 meals a day. But it means you are the staff. You walk to the supermarket, buy groceries, cook, and wash your own dishes. Finally, the property is fully pet-friendly with 0 extra charges. You save money by skipping kennel costs back home. The catch is that there are no dedicated pet sitting services. You have to manage your animal's behavior entirely on your own while staying there. Prince Cottage transfers the labor of hospitality directly onto you. In exchange, it pays you back in absolute privacy and significant financial savings. Inside the house, there is a specific trade-off regarding climate control in a tropical environment. The property features 3 bedrooms, but only 2 of them have air conditioning. This design choice keeps the overall rental cost and energy footprint extremely low. That means a portion of your group will actually be sleeping with just a ceiling fan for the night. You have to figure out those room assignments before you arrive to avoid arguments. Compare your booking strategy: direct versus platforms like Airbnb. Booking direct through WhatsApp bypasses fees, securing the lowest rate. However, direct booking requires cash and removes the automated dispute resolution and safety net that major platforms provide. To maximize the financial efficiency of this house, you have to be willing to take on that logistical platform risk yourself. If you are arriving in Sri Lanka expecting a pampered resort vacation, you need to drain those expectations right now. Prince Cottage is not a vacation destination in itself. It is a practical infrastructure tool for your trip. Look at this audience scorecard.
If you fall into the resort tourist category, this property is the wrong choice for you. If your vacation requires daily bed making, room service, or a restaurant down the hall, the reality of a self-catering cottage will severely frustrate you. Add in the strict rules against loud, late-night parties, and it becomes completely incompatible with a nightlife-centric getaway. Attempting to force a traditional hotel experience onto this property guarantees a miserable stay for both you and the host. On the other hand, look at the homecoming expat profile. This is a perfect scenario match. For overseas Sri Lankans returning to visit extended family, this house allows you to spend the day with relatives and then retreat to a quiet, private sanctuary at night without overcrowding anyone's home. It's also a top-tier option for the budget family. Groups of 8 happy to cook their own meals will heavily protect their travel budget. And for the pet owner, the free pet policy and private garden remove the friction of traveling with animals. Fit one of these profiles? Your path is clear. Bypass major platforms entirely. Use their official website or WhatsApp to secure the direct rate. You trade away the luxury of a hotel, but you gain total control over your stay.